do black people, because this is the bait, this is who he's playing to, do they really believe him?
I'm here today, brothers and sisters, with a simple message.
I don't feel no ways tired. I come too far from where I started from. Nobody told me that the road would be easy. I don't believe he brought me this far to leave me.
We stand together, and we are not going back. What happens to Georgia happens to New York. What happens to Tennessee happens to California. What happens to Louisiana happens to all of us, Ebenezer. Because no man can grant us our humanity. No law can erase it. No king, no system, and no president can strip it away, Ebenezer. Because it is not given by man, it is ordained by God. Thank you, Ebenezer Church, and happy Mother's Day. Praise God.
Yeah, let Pearson go. Let Pearson. What is wrong with you? What is wrong with you? You stupid mother.
My gosh, this Pootie Tang fool. All right, folks, lots going on with this redistricting. And you saw at the top of the show, that was the crazy Justin Pearson. Thank you, BJ. And this is real coonery. I know we the Democrats try to call black conservatives coons, but right there, what we saw is, it's coonery. Nicole, what are your thoughts on the way his behavior?
I'm gonna channel my inner Shelley and say, that was some nigga shit. I'm gonna just say that. Let's just do that. First of all, imagine him a white man and that state trooper a black man. Right. And that white man walked up to him and got into his face and said, "Move, boy," and then cussed him out. They would still be marching in the street, gnashing teeth. Somebody would be burning a building, setting a cop car on fire. Are you serious? So good behavior only goes one way. Decorum only goes one way. He sits in the Tennessee House, probably not for long, but that's where he sits, right?
Right.
There's something inherently wrong with his behavior. Now, the first guy, the younger version of him was, doing what he needed to do to make himself palatable. Now, as a quote unquote big shot, I think the bigger the hair, the worse the attitude. Now that cop would have been well within his rights to get back in his face, but he put his hands up and let the moment happen for him. Now,
for no reason. He yelled at the guy. Was not coming. He was not coming towards him. He was not being aggressive. He just yelled, Michelle.
KJ, first off, you had me dying when you called him Pootie Tang. All I thought was Sadate, Septic Town. I don't know if you guys saw it. Used to be one of my favorite movies. I saw some stuff about him when I first saw this. I saw so many people saying, well, here's shucking and jiving, like everything you could think of. This was a joke. He's either putting on a show the first time or this second time. I don't know which persona is really him, but this is ridiculous. He looks a fool. He's acting a clown. And I know what it is to be passionate. So when I'm preaching, I understand preaching, but this man was not a preacher. He's not ordained in anything but mayhem and foolishness and stupidity at this point. So he needs to sit down, and don't get me started on talking to a police officer any kind of way you feel like it. I'm just kind of sick and tired of that at this point. There is no respect for authority. And he just reminded me again of, the little kids walking around in their big old shoes, their dad's shoes. When he said, who you talking to, and called him boy, all I could picture is a little tiny toddler walking around in big old shoes and an oversized suit trying to pretend like he's grown. He needs to stop.
Yeah, it's clearly a grift. He is putting on for the cameras, for the Black community, I guess, trying to drum up this emotionalism. BJ, what are your thoughts on this?
First off, when Nicole said he's doing it for no reason, I disagree with that. I think he is doing it for a reason because he actually saw the cameras. So with the cameras there, now he's really trying to do it for attention, right? So he's trying to get the police officer excited because the cameras are there. And so the police officer had to aggressively resist the temptation that every person who got screamed at like that would have to strangle that man. So I can't say that it was for no reason. One thing I'm gonna give him a little grace because y'all beat him up enough. The man moved from Memphis to DC, and I can't lie to you, Memphis will put some trauma on you. So going to DC, getting exposed to the good life and coming back to Memphis, what I'm saying? I can see how that can make you go a little crazy. I can't say
grow a fro. It's gonna make you grow a fro and not
I'm just saying you come back to your hometown in Memphis, trying to get back in touch with your Black roots after you've been exposed to your public school, your private school up there in Maine, and you just take it a little bit too far. As far as the performative piece of it, considering that he's a PK.
Come on now.
I'm just saying maybe he's trying to be like his daddy. He was growing from 21 to 31. He's still trying to find himself. I don't agree with the man. I know it does feel extremely performative, and it's one of those things where I think he's doing it because he does like the attention.
Yeah,
agree.
Before we move on, I want to ask you, Nicole, is it working? Do Black people, because this is the big, this is who he's playing to, do they really believe him?
I think there's a certain subsegment of our population, of our culture that does. Anytime somebody starts speaking and wheezing and flapping their arms around, it gets Black people's undivided attention. Now, you could be singing the alphabet and they would be like, that girl showed her alphabet. There's a certain segment of our culture that does that. But there's also another segment of our culture, especially millennials, who look at it and go, what the hell's wrong with them? What's wrong with them? They don't connect with the emotionalism like someone who's maybe in their late 50s and early 60s. They don't connect with it the same way. They find it, like BJ said, performative. Now, they'll listen to the words because they too like a good performance, but I don't think they're so moved. I don't think that it moves the needle. I think they think it's enjoyable. It's worth retweeting, sharing with your friends, but it's nothing that's going to move the needle politically for him.
Yeah. Well, folks, the Democrats are furious over this redistricting. They are losing their minds over this, not just in office, but also Democrat pundits all throughout mainstream media have been sounding off, have been ranting, have been melting down over this redistricting.